Hello everybody, welcome in for a bit of Sunday Rookie to Rorty. Hope you're all doing well out there. G'day. I'm Sean, obviously. It's the channel is Sean Does FM, hopefully you know that by now. And today with rebuilding Man City, well, we're going to try and hopefully do a cup double because we picked up the Carabao Cup yesterday. That 4-1 win over Nottingham Forest to come from behind one. We've now got a quarter-final at Old Trafford against third placed in the Premier League, Manchester United. So there is very little in this one. It's usually a case of the home team winning these games so far in the save. So the fact that we have to play this one away may prove it costly. But we've got that. And if we progress in the FA Cup, cool. If we don't, we'll get through the rest of the Premier League season, at least a good chunk of it. Hopefully far enough to at least make sure we do qualify for the Champions League. We did make sure we have Conference League with that Carabao Cup win. But given that we're 10 clear of Arsenal with 6 to go, you'd hope that at some stage today with what we've got, West Brom, Brentford, Forest, Leicester, Bournemouth, even before Liverpool on the final day, we should really look to be wrapping up some Champions League football and hopefully getting quite a nice transfer budget and clearing a fair bit of the net debt that the club is in. So I hope you're all doing well. If you're looking forward to today on YouTube, leave a thumbs up. On Twitch, if you're not already, leave a follow. Greatly appreciated. All of you lovely people out there. Hopefully a Sunday or Saturday, depending on where we are, has been going well. But we had a good stream yesterday. A little bit annoying that we dropped points at Wolves. More annoyingly, we actually picked up a huge win away against top of the table Chelsea. Like, that was massive, because if we did what we should have in the game after, we'd be putting some pressure on them. We could have actually won the Prem in our first season up here. Now, not looking quite so likely, because then we decided that we were going to just throw the game at Spurs a few days later. Looking at you, Dennis Simon and Gerardo Medina, because holy, we did some dumb stuff in this game. Simon, I'm sick of him. I cannot believe he won the world's best goalkeeper. I seriously, I look at the attributes, I can see it, but he has been nowhere near good enough for me. So, yeah, not stoked with him. He did, yeah. I think it's based on the fact that he played the first half of the season at Bayern and didn't need to do anything, because he has been trash here. He has been trash here. So he won the Goalkeeper of the Year for 2039, the World Golden Glove. But man, he's been bad. Like, he cost me at least a point against Spurs at the worst time. He played so well against Chelsea too. He backed it up with an absolute stinker there. So, yeah, kind of. To be fair, I've had 2 goalkeepers in the save who have won that Golden Glove. Also, Junwoo Jin at Real Betis, and he also let me down a couple of times. I think goalkeepers are just programmed to have up and down games. Now, unfortunately, Simon, it's costing us. Do I actually just check if we can see like the scout report on him with like his pros and cons? There it is. Is it very consistent? No, he's been anything but consistent. So that was the one thing I meant to check, and that's just, it would make more sense if he wasn't a consistent performer, but apparently he is, and he also enjoys. But yeah, the annoying thing is I've renewed his contract going into next season, so he might be staying here. We'll see. So yeah. Anyway, first up, Man U. So as I said, it's pretty much the home team, and clashes between us so far. So the fact that this one's at Old Trafford probably doesn't bode too well. You could definitely argue that you're in worse form than we are, though. Having lost to Stoke and drawn with Liverpool recently. But yeah, the away factor might be a thing here. So hopefully get past them. We can keep a cup double dream alive before we get stuck into the rest of the Prem. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Now, also, we have it the next gen. That's the only other interesting thing, really, that's happened in the little international break I played. No one in the top 10 from us. We have Felipe in 13th. So, one of our current starting centre-backs, and the other one is, there he is, 24th. So, got a couple of centre-backs on there, which is nice. So, yeah, a couple of Man City players. I think that was it. And we're scouting all these just to be doubly safe, except the ones that we own. So we, yeah, had that, but not a lot else has been happening. think injury-wise will be good except for Santos, albeit he's now in rehab. Did I know he was in rehab? Yes, so that's good. So we're pretty fit. I'm going to stick with that Medina-Felipe partnership at the back, even though they kind of let me down against Spurs. And Papa Malassar is still in there while Santos is injured. But otherwise, we're going full strength for this one. Tommy Mitchell did pick up an injury on the international break, but thankfully has recovered just in time. So let's get into it. First game, away again, but if we can play like we did against Chelsea, no worries at all. Just every other time we've been away this season, we've been pretty dog, you know what. So hopefully we do what we did against Chelsea. Absolutely stunning result there, 5-0. Got us right back in the title race, and then we lose to Spurs because, yeah, stupid players. So hopefully we can at least go well in the FA Cup here. Yeah, revenge. I think we did lose when we last played them at this venue. Webke from Indivisa. We've had a good build-up. I think we've been, yeah, we always look forward to it. Right, FA Cup quarter-final. We are a bit of a cup team this year, has to be said. Well, just in general in this save, we made the FA Cup final last season. Got knocked out by United in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. We might actually be about to do a bit of a flip around this year. Except this time we actually have won a cup. Which isn't bad, because I still reckon this team's weaker than the one we had in the Championship last year, having had to sell the likes of Willems, Lons in goal in hindsight. I mean, he wanted to leave, so he couldn't turn it down. I need to actually check if he's playing for PSG. But he was definitely not as erratic as Simon has been. How else have we lost? We lost a couple of people. Decent start from us in this game so far. Getting shots off. No teams getting on target, which to be fair, I'm quite thankful for, based on how our defence went against Spurs. But Georgiev, oh, that was a deflected one. Nice that from Felipe, reads it. Although Sarr, this isn't good. I have taken over the set pieces as well, so if we concede here, that might be my fault. Oh, that was close too. We are supposed to be leaving like 2 back from set pieces, so a little bit surprised we were caught on the break so much there, but we get away with that counter-attack from Man U. Still need the team with a shot on target, which is good for us. We eventually get one off. Stats-wise, looks like a game we're actually dominating, apart from we haven't seen a lot of it so far. But if we can secure Champions League today, hopefully get a nice transfer budget. We're probably going to get a bit of a crap one actually in hindsight, just because like it depends on your Premier League finishing position. So we probably get a bit of extra money after the Prem season finishes. That's a decent save that from Henrique, even though it was near post. Interesting option there from Mitchell, I think it was. But we only got 26 million last season when we got promoted up to the Prem. I'm not really sure what to expect this season. You'd hope you get a lot more for finishing in a Champions League spot, which we should do. And getting some European football, which will definitely help the bank balance. Just whether that kicks in for this season or the season after, I'm not too sure. Okay, 0-0. Pretty good first half. Not that we saw a heck of a lot of the good stuff we did, apart from one shot. But yeah, that's not a bad first half at all. Just a quick look at our player fitness. Off the back of an international break, but I was resting guys pretty sharply in that break, even while they were on international duty, so I think we're sweet here. So we'll just tell the guys we've been the better team. And have a quick little word to our attackers about scoring. Might just start bagging Chicane again, because he was good when we actually started abusing him yesterday. Before then, he wasn't playing that well, so Chicane, you are trash. Comes into this having scored a hat-trick against New Zealand in the international window, so I'm not exactly a fan of his right now anyway. Because My beloved All Whites got absolutely ruined by him. I suppose the actually, I was going to say the slightly concerning thing, it's not, we've got like an 8-day gap after this. Extra time's not the big issue that I was about to make out it would be. But for subs, could be. Couple of players getting down to some yellow hearts. I'll leave it for now, just because this just gives me a extra time vibe right now, this game. Was going to think about putting Chicane out left for Trujillo. We might still do that. No, he's on a 6.4. He's the one letting us down at the moment, Chicane. There's no awful ratings out there. Right now, Mitchell is cooked. Okay, so we'll get Caserta on for him. I mean, we'll put Lee Martin on for Chicane. He's just not going well enough today. I could argue the two midfielders as well, but we'll save the fresh legs up, I think, as much as possible. Now, Georgiev's knackered, so Fabi for you. Man United have had, you'd argue, better things here in this half. Definitely evened up the stats a bit more. But we do have a throw in here just after that Fabi sub. Felipe across to the new man. Piver. Martin. Oh, it's a long range. What is that save attempt? Holy. That's not even my... I'm trying to score against him and that gave me a mini heart attack. Holy Lord there, Enrique. That was questionable. That's a horrific set piece from Trujillo. We do get a throw in. And we still see it. Okay, we won't bark anything at the lads yet. Was about to do it in courage, but just in case something... Oh, no. Should have encouraged. Should have encouraged. Why are we giving them the ball? Okay, Piver's got it back, thank goodness. Piver loses out. Oh, it's actually fallen nicely to Belgrub. Oh, straight at Enrique. Right, now we encourage. This highlight's still going. That's a touch concerning. They've gone short to Yoro. Now we get an end to it. Got 2 more subs and 1 stoppage. Right, Sar's cooked. So let's get... yeah, we'll do Funes at the moment. And we've got to do our last one now. And it's between Martins and Piver, probably. Yeah, Martins isn't going that well. Kesserol's been good of late. So we'll do those subs. Even though Martins can pop up regularly with goals. And Belgrub goes down to a red, as does Trujillo. Probably Belgrub just to make sure we're still getting something out from our wide defensive players. Simon's taking a sweet time over this. And we're going to go into extra time at Old Trafford. So I suppose we haven't lost inside 90, which is a plus, because that's what usually happens in these away games. Okay, neither of them are tired again now. I'll just chuck Lever here on now. It's easier. Yeah, we've been the better team, lads. Just, well, you weren't that bad. You weren't that bad. Attackers, come on. Do something, please. And we've got the ball from the start here for an extra 30 minutes in the FA Cup quarter-final at Old Trafford. Also, outside of... This is a pretty strong quarter-final. The other ones are quite weak. So if we get through this, unless we draw Chelsea, who admittedly we did just beat 5-0, so calling them strong is a bit interesting. But there's not a lot else outside of Chelsea, apart from the 2 teams in this. So if we get past Man U, there is a decent chance that we actually can do a cup double, especially if we get Chelsea at the Etihad. Although I suppose that's not true, because oh, Fabi did keep that ball. There was a little swing there from a Man U player with his foot, and I was a little bit worried. There's Medina up to Funes. So we've got 3 centre-backs out there, really, at the moment. Oh, someone make the run for Fabi. Trujillo. Oh, please. Yes! Yes! Oh, it's an absolute howler from Enrique. Oh, it's a shocker. What's he done there? Right. We're pretty much into the last 10 minutes. Let's do a bit of this. Actually, I know what we'll do too. I actually said we should play for set pieces in this game, so seeing as I'm now doing them, that might not be a bad idea. That is a howler. That's payback for Spurs if we hold on. But I was saying, someone make the run for Fabi. It ended up being Trujillo, but what is Enrique doing? He's actually got to it, but just airballed it. And Liam Martin sweeps it home. 1-0 City at Old Trafford. Could this be the first away win in a Manchester derby so far in this save? Now, keep the ball, fellas. Yes, nice from you, Casserole. Let's not get too fancy here. At least make sure if you're going to do something here, that it's a shot. And a good shot. Oh, Fabi, that's poor from you. And it's really poor because all of a sudden, United somehow have numbers. Although one of their guys has just gone down. Okay, cool. Good save from Simon. Kalala might be cooked though for them. Going to be interesting to see if we actually see the corner here. We're going to have to wait a while too. They've actually made their sub. Let's time waste even more. Yeah, nice there from Simon. This is good, lads. We'll praise you. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We've got a corner. We haven't done well from it. They're getting shots off late. Sucked up some time there. Another free kick with one. Get in there, lads. Right. First away win in a Manchester derby, and we do it under pressure. Ferrer as well, actually. He's been having a bit of a hard time lately. I do not know how their keeper got a 7.0. A keeper ratings, he's legitimately... Anyway. 1-0, because their keeper hit him here, and he's the highest rated player on their team. Which probably suggests we should have won that game earlier. But Len Martin, off the back of a lovely assist from a knackered Trujillo. And we have knocked out United. We go through to a FA Cup semi for the second straight season. Hopefully a FA Cup final as well for the second straight season. So sorry to all the people I talked about how the away team never won that game, but that was a first. I'm trying to say it was a deflection on that goal. So we go through. You see some of the other teams here. As long as we don't have to play Chelsea, it's not a vintage last 8. It really isn't. So if we can get a Middlesbrough, a Gillingham, Sheffield United, or Wolves, just as long as we don't have to play Charlton v Chelsea winner, you'd think based on how the draw works out, we'd be playing Sheffield United or Wolves. But we found out last year that's not actually the case. So pretty random. Good money for us there too, 450k. We need that. Yes, I need to ban someone. Hold on. And yeah, we've got a good break now, I think. Yeah, 8 days, so we don't need to worry about resting our guys. There's some Prem games happen. I'll just deal to this. What happened there? Oh, there we go. Just took a while. Right, so Villa, yeah, Villa have dropped points there, which I suppose is pretty handy to us. Couple of draws. Though the relegation free look pretty safe at the moment too, don't they? Stoke with a game in hand maybe could close the gap on Sunderland, but Fulham and Bournemouth are kind of cooked. Just say that Fulham are on the same as Stoke. I think Bournemouth are stuffed. They've just sacked their manager too, so they probably left that a bit too late. But big win for us there. Knocking out United at Old Trafford. Wolves have beaten Sheffield United, which you would expect the Premier League team being the championship team. Gonna be interesting to see where that fixture actually falls as well. Middlesbrough manager being eyed up by Bournemouth. That'll be a mental move. Um, Given Bournemouth sit bottom, unless Middlesbrough aren't going that well, but they are in an FA Cup quarter final. So, and honestly, I think that was quite a winnable one for them. I think that was the team that had Gillingham from League One, so they actually have a chance of European football next season still, as slim as it may seem. All right, bunch of this sort of stuff. Why can't we win a manager of the month? It was the Spurs result, wasn't it? Chicane's got player of the month. Nice work from our captain. Oh, he's dedicated to me. Okay, that's nice of you. And Pie, the young player. Lovely stuff from you too. We are off to Wembley for a second straight season. Although we've already been there. So anyway, for the FA Cup semis, just got to wait to see who we play. None of these games are really important to us, albeit Sunderland Stoke is quite big, isn't it? If Sunderland win that, it pretty much wraps things up for the relegation battle and FA Cup semis at the same time. Now, what are these guys doing? High press. Okay, we might still bypass the press then, even though it seems a bit weird at home to West Brom. But we do tend to score more goals when bypassing the press. We'll see what the arse man says right before the game, but yeah. Like the 5-0 against Chelsea was bypassing. We actually, the assistant suggested we play through it against Spurs. In hindsight, that might have been what cost us. Oh my lord. Right, the weird stuff going on here, but I saw the FA Cup results and I think Chelsea are out. I think I saw Chelsea got knocked out. Stoke have beaten Sunderland, that's quite big. At least that's what should be popping up. And Forest have beaten Newcastle, right. That was very buggy. Hashtag classic FM26. Oh, geez, what's going on here? Oh, geez, oh my God. What is happening here? Trying to hit a save just to be safe. Actually, you know what? No, I did that last week, didn't I? I hit save and we sat here for like 10 minutes while the game saved. How's Kanade tracking too? Because he looks quite promising. He might even be worth using as a third choice striker next season when Martinez goes. But there we go. Right, so Charlton have beaten Chelsea. So the final. Oh, this is ours. We've got a Wolves, Charlton, and Middlesbrough are the teams left alongside us in the FA Cup. Who are the most recent winners? Admittedly, Wolves might be a little bit better than I've given them credit for, but 10th, yeah, we've got to be making the most of that, guys. Youngsters. Yeah, it does make sense, doesn't it? And we'll continue, but Chelsea being knocked out in the quarters is huge as well. And we got Charlton, so the team that Chelsea got knocked out by, we play. So that means FA Cup semis, City, Charlton, Middlesbrough, Wolves. So there's 2 ones there with Premier League teams. So yeah, I'll be very disappointed if we don't pick that up now. And we actually got another international break coming up too after this next game. So really little burst of league, well, English football again, domestic football, that was the word. Big upset there. That was a huge game to win, potentially, on the road at Old Trafford. Claudio Paiva being linked with the Footballer of the Year. Won't read too much into those articles because it also said Felipe was one of the favourites for next gen, and he finished 13th. So that he wasn't that high up. I think it was that. I think they were talking about Felipe, one of the centre backs, and if they're talking about Medina, it's even worse because he was 24th. So either way, they're quite off there. The English media. Right, now this is a big game. This is Chelsea's game in hand. So if they win this, they're 8 clear with 6 games to go, and we really have no chance of catching them. I dare say we want to get ourselves into ideally a spot above them before we play Liverpool at Anfield on the final day, because that'll be tricky. But they have slipped up a little bit of late, Chelsea. Is this going to be nah, a little bit? Okay, so 6 points clear. So they still need to slip up a few times. Let's be real. They do have like some tricky games coming up though. Actually, like their next 3: Aston Villa away, Liverpool at home, Arsenal away, and no Givens. Maybe there is still a chance here. Like their recent form, somewhat started by Inter, also helped out by us, has been very poor. It's not. Chelsea. Is Leon Reek going to bottle things? You already ruined my Batiste team. All it took him was 1 season to stuff things up there after we left. That's a tricky free game set, especially in the form they're in. But we've got West Brom, who are a little bit outside the relegation zone, not doing too bad in their first season back up. They came up alongside us last year, having won the playoffs from the championship. So at home especially should really be one we can handle, but weirder things have happened, especially in the middle of a bit of a cup run. But with 8 days to go, 8 days between games, hopefully won't be a factor. Right, Newcastle, Man U. Come on, Newcastle. Oh, where the lads? And so on. So we keep the morale high after that big win at Old Trafford, which, yeah, I'll be pretty annoyed if we don't win the FA Cup now with what's left in that competition alongside us. Okay, autosave. Okay, at least we didn't get stuck on 2% for a good 5 minutes there. Shouldn't have said that so soon, should I? Now we're stuck here. Man U 1. Why are the scores not coming up today? Oh, Nicky, you hate us so much, don't you? Left us on a free, and now he's trying to make sure Man United finish above us. What an absolute pest. So yeah. Michael Loftman, bro, learn your role and shut your mouth. Better beat him now, lads. Alright, so this will be players off the next gen list. Just starting to get some stuff coming through on them. We're not playing till the Sunday. Any interesting ones here? Not overly. It's Villa and Chelsea, isn't it? That's what the one that we care about. There's the under 18s beat Stoke. Okay, Liverpool won. They are going to end up, after a pretty poor start to the season, quite solidly inside a top 4 spot, it's looking like. Not looking forward to that on the final day. That is the slightly annoying situation. This is buggy as heck, isn't it? Let's just go to the portal. What on earth? FM? What is this? Is smooth. Can I try and click on the things? Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, yes, right. Took us a while to get there, but Villa have beaten Chelsea, right? Chance for us to close the gap. Let's go to all. There we go. That looks more like it. Santos is back. Good. Won't be able to play this next game, but Chelsea have dropped points. Is our former club Pump Atalanta in Serie A? Right, I'll chuck a save in here because the game is acting weird, but if we win this, we're 3 points off Chelsea. And they've still got a couple of games against Liverpool and Arsenal off the back of the international break, which is coming up now. So we'll get a prediction going. At home to West Brom. Did we ever get tactical advice? I'm not sure we did now, actually, for going to this. Well, so this is the first time in a long time we've had a home Premier League game. Like since the first game of yesterday's stream. Yeah, let's check this. Oh, we did. Okay, I skipped past it for reasons. They don't force high turnovers. Okay, we'll try it, but I'm not, convinced by it. But at home to West Brom, this is the team that we did go up alongside, so we should be confident to do what we do. Santos not quite fully fit, so he'll come back after the break. Although I haven't seen anything about international call-ups, so maybe we're just not playing for some reason. Anyway, which is weird for a team that in the FA Cup semis to not be playing catch-up games and having won the Carabao Cup as well. There must be something else going on. But here are the teams as we host West Brom. Love that left back's name, I presume. Andong Wook. But I can't say there's any names there that I'm overly aware of. We are in 24, you remember, so maybe a bit of that too. Home form. Formation-wise, on this year's game, I like, since the last time they updated the game, a 4-3-3. That is what I'm finding works quite well. Either that or a 4-2-3-1. I'm pretty boring when it comes to that, but yeah, the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-3-3, probably 4-3-3 these days. Earlier on, I was definitely 4-2-3-1, but yeah, I think 4-3-3 is a little bit better now. We'll just get through this. And was that about Simon? Maybe I should have read that question. He literally cost us in our last game in the Prem. And yeah, chance to close the gap on Chelsea to 3 here with 5 games left in the season. So this would be big. And really, until we play Liverpool, we do have a lot of games we should be winning. As long as we don't find a way to stuff up the ones on the road like we throughout most of the season have been doing, but of late we've picked up wins over United and Chelsea away, so you never know. But yeah, I'd say a 4-3-3 ASAP Bryant. The actual style is a bit more dependent on what's in your team, but yeah. But here we go. Can we close the gap on Chelsea? It'd be pretty criminal if we stuffed this up against West Brom, wouldn't it? A team who finished 3rd the year we came up from the Championship. Right, they are in the stripes and we're in the you know, the Man City uniform. For some reason it just looked a little bit clashy briefly. Oh, chicane, there we go. 1-0 early. Lovely. That is what we are after. An early goal from our captain. Belgrab up to Mitchell, who just does crowd. I say does. He's almost been assisted by Crowther there, isn't he? It's actually a little bit of a lucky goal there, but it gets the job done. 1-0. With our first shot of the game too. Holy heck. Of late, we've been the team to just concede a random early goal and come back, so that's useful. Oh, that's nice from Martins. That's very nice from Martins. All right, that movement. And now he's just inside the byline. Regivan floats it. It's a header, and it's gone wide by Piver. Thought it had Krapavin there in a bit of the crap, but no. It was pretty safely wide, wasn't it? But now we have a throw-in. Belgrab, Mitchell, Martins, Piver, all the way back to our centre-backs. Out to Belgrab, Mitchell, those two linking up. Belgrab, Piver, he's not hit the target again, but we're creating a lot. Been a good start. We'll praise the lads. It's been a while since we've done a praise this early. Okay, they're going to hoof that deep. We should deal with that, and we do. Martins out to Mitchell. Still think he's our player of the season. The former Chelsea man. Now Papa Malasar, probably his last start for a wee while. Oh, Belgrab. It's an own goal from Crowther, who's having a stinker of a start to this game. His touch on the initial, or for the first goal, kind of set it up for Mitchell to play it back in, and this time he has helped it across the line. Because this was a cross, there's no doubt about it. It's a great finish. Absolutely sells the keeper. And we've got our 2-goal lead. Okay, a bit of a praise. If this ends up being a corner, I might regret that. But on the attack again, Papa Malasar, awful pass, but they have got no one even trying to attack here. West Brom, they are under the pump, and they are getting some real unlucky deflections today. Georgiev, Piver, fizzes it in there. Oh, it's a good save. I think it was Martins off the shot, but good save that time from Krapavin. And another corner here, right? Can we actually do something with one of these set pieces I've drawn up? Can't be any worse than what the set piece coach was doing. Mitchell. Oh, okay, yep, good save from Krapavin. They're making me say that name a lot, aren't they? To be fair, it's West Brom. We should be making them say that name a lot. Okay, have you run out of scouting budget, Mini? Because that could be why. or you don't have the clubs like block the range you can do, because that might be a reason if you can figure that out on the where is that these days? This is where I got to remember where they put that now. But check that out. That might be a reason why. Good first half from us there. Yeah, and I'll check after the game because I actually don't know off the top of my head now, which is slightly embarrassing. Can't find the range yet. I'll have a look. Good first half from us though. So everyone's fit. Let's just say they can do better, even though, I mean, they probably can. It's West Brom. Just don't stuff this up, guys, and we get within striking distance of Chelsea. As the Carabao Cup champions, as the only good Premier League team left in the FA Cup. I'm not going to say the word, but oh, well, that's a clear pen. Okay, cheers, Galdon. That is not. That doesn't really need a VAR check, does it? That was about as clear cut as it gets. So Chicane with a chance to make it 3-0 from the spot and really put this game to bed. Yassine Chicane, and it's saved. This might be the game where we don't mind that, to be fair. Might be a game where we don't mind that, because West Brom have done very little. Oh, jeepers, I thought the game was about to freeze there again. What has got... Right. Oh, you found the range. Okay. That helped or not really? Does it answer questions or not really? Because, yeah, unless you... If you spent the budget, or if they've, like... Because you've got a small reputation, sometimes they don't let you scout certain areas. At least that's how it used to be. Or do certain scouting packages, I should say. Alright. Might get Trujillo off here while he's not on a green where most people are. Get Funes out there for Sartu. Keep the guys fresh. Hopefully make sure there's no slip-ups. There's Yonezawa. Back to Georgiev. Funes. Out to Georgiev. Makes his run, the former West Ham man. Oh, that's some good play. Oh, it's a wonderful assist for Martins. 3-0. Now we can take off important players. So let's get Chicane off for Martin. Let's get those two midfielders off as well. So Onodera and Casserole, on you come. Easy peasy. Right. Protect them, even though I've got a quite big gap before our next game. Away at Forest. But that was a lovely bit of play from Georgiev. Nicely done there too from whoever that fella was that I can't see his head now. I've tried to figure out what his name is because, yeah, the replay angle. But that does put it to bed after the Chicane miss penalty. A good win is expected at home here over 15th place West Brom. And it gets us only 3 points behind Chelsea, which is nice. We are right back in the fight. And also 3 clear of Man United too. And 10 clear of 5th place Arsenal. There's a lot of reasons that's quite a good win for us, but very comprehensive. Good, lads, good. And now we've got a bit of a gap before our next game. I guess he was good. Yeah, of course, he saved the pen. That's why that's happened. But yeah, big helping hand there from Aston Villa and Chelsea, and not in good form. It's actually not a good time for a break because we were starting to get some nice catch up on them there. Yep, good on you, Chicane. You don't want to go to Liverpool. Rate that from you. Hopefully, you don't go to Lille either because that could be a bit more interesting. Lille are quite good. And oh, Loftman, you were saying we weren't direct enough. Well, how was that 3-0 defeat taste, you little egghead? You silly little lecker here. I thought it looked like a shit goatee, and then it wasn't. So I had to back out of that slight. That I was about to insult him. It didn't work too well. Brentford next, not Forest. Might actually be a better fixture for us. Oh, it's only an 8-day gap, so it's a Monday fixture. So yeah, no break, just a quiet. Yeah, decent gap for us there. As people want Chicane. Surprise, surprise. Right, Santos should be back for their next game, which will be very handy. Sar's not been bad, but Santos is an upgrade. At an actual good stage of his career, but while Sar's about to retire. We're going to replace him in the transfer window. Now, I was about to look at this for someone, but he did find it himself. Where do you find that these days? Okay, yeah, so you got your scouting range down there. It's confusing. Yeah, okay. Wasn't quite as complicated as I thought that might be, actually. Finding that. So I suppose that's a good thing. Right, yep. Now, how much? 6 million? Yes, Bournemouth. He's going to love the fact he left us last season, isn't he? The absolute tool. Left us halfway through the season because he wanted to go play in the Prem. And now he's pretty much already been relegated. Love it. Love it, you absolute buffhead. I don't hold grudges or anything, but you actually probably would have still been starting for me if you stayed here. So, well done. Could have been playing European football, but instead you're going to be playing back in the Championship. Ha ha. Suck it, you dumbass. Right. 40 games unbeaten at home. Let's hope we, yeah. Now, Chaka can play. Right, it's actually an early game. We can get a lot of these guys who probably need a few minutes here and there. You play 90 anyway. Liber here, 45. Santos will give you a quick 45. Sa, not, you don't need it. So these will be more of the next geners. Is he? Yes, he is. Good. Just to double check if some of these guys are or aren't on the list when they're loan listed. It's a bit harder to tell. Right, let's work on some of these lads. And we're good. Benuvic, have a look at Jaden Oniaseke. We are in 2040, so bear that in mind, guys. When you throw this stuff out, they might, not be around, but actually, that's probably why you have thrown it out there. There he is. Not bad looking. Scout. Star player at Leverkusen. is going to be a free agent at the end of next season, so he's probably cheaper than he would be. Career-wise, that is what he's done. Pretty good seasons there at Leverkusen since his move from Anderlecht to the New York Red Bulls for 22 million. That's weird how New York have lost so much money on him. But anyway, he's been good where he's gone. He's been, yeah, nice spot. That's interesting from New York. But anyway, that's how he's gone. Good signing for them, but like weird how they've lost that much money on him. Yeah. So a week until Brentford away, and then we've got the FA Cup semi at Wembley against Charlton after that. Now we are guaranteed a top half finish, so the board love us. Yeah, we want to be the best, all that stuff. Now Brentford, how are they looking? They are playing a mid-block, so we should be fine to play through the press against them. It's going to be interesting too, because Chelsea have Liverpool, so we could be about to get into a really nice spot here. Touch wood. It is an away game, so we've got to be careful of that. Leicester away actually that's potentially a bit trickier. That's not great for our new striker who came through the youth intake, because he's the best of what we got. The Scottish lad. As West Ham have Nottingham Forest. And yeah, that'll do it. Forest with the 2 red cards. Okay, so I'm guessing this is more of the next gen list that we're getting through here. How much is Sepulveda worth? 44 million. Tempting to bring him back the way he's played against me this season. These guys already on our shortlist, are they? Always awkward around that time of the next gen. You don't know with the lone listed guys if they actually are or not. If their blue pops up instead of the orange. Medina and Georgiev, team of the week. Lovely stuff. Okay, a couple of trialists. We did bring some guys in as well, but I don't think any of them were that good looking, so we'll probably just let them all go. Here we go. We're doing too well. We've copped some injuries, albeit timing's not too bad for them, because Onadira will be back. A couple of backups, and they're both going to be fine, so we can cop those ones. It's not as bad as what we copped. Not that I want to say it too loud, but before the FA Cup final last year, we had the 5 training injuries in the week prior, which was great fun. Oh, yep, right. We shouldn't have said that, should we? Caserta, 7 days to 2 weeks. So that one's a bit more serious for our backup right winger. Yeah. Cheers, FM. We'll call back up Millis, who's done a decent job when we've needed him actually this season. So it's not the worst thing. Just make sure he's actually up in the senior squad. Past the birthday in game. What's that going to make us? 51 in game. Jeepers. We're old. Okay, let's see what's come through here. More scouting. Shane Dome. Do we know about you? We do. Okay. Lynn Martin still developing. That's good. The title race is apparently heading to the wire. Oops, sorry, back up. Which is more than I thought it would, so that's good. Chucker, we just see about you. Don't want to have you committing every week to that team. Yeah, let's just play him. So yeah, Chelsea got Liverpool this match week. I think Chelsea are at home, but also, did they just say this title race could end with Chelsea, Man City, or Man United bottling it? The only team would be bottling it would be frickin' Chelsea. Cheeky there from the media. They'd be the blue £1 billion bottlers or whatever that old Neville called them the other year. Goodness me, we've been second all season. Actually, worse than second for a little while. It'd absolutely not be us bottling it. Our first season up from the championship, jeepers. Horrific reporting. We didn't have a 10-point lead. Down to 3. Atrocious there. Man U Arsenal's actually quite a big game behind us too, isn't it? A weird way you almost want Man U to win it just to lock us into a Champions League spot a bit more. But it's Man U, so yeah, no, we don't want them winning that. But they don't have much else to play for either of those teams. They are both all the cups. Keep the morale high from training. Okay, Napoli want Basel. That's interesting. The old slots legitimately just doing everything with all my players from the past now. Loves all my former clubs. Pinches all my former players to play at his different, newer former club of mine. Okay, more scouting. Oh, a lot more scouting. Jeepers. So Chelsea at home to Liverpool. Yes, these are the ones that we needed actual info on. Oh, he's good for that price. Right, we'll keep that in mind. We know about you. We don't know about you. And we should. You're handy. You're not that great. You're not that great. You're okay. You're not that great. You're not that great. We know about you. We should know about you. You could be the guy who comes in as the DM. Kevin Shasampi. Do a quick look. Okay. The star rating made you look a little bit better than you actually were, maybe, but good potential. Right, you can get on the shortlist. Stendera. Same Traore from Porto. You're not that great. Neither are you. Okay, we're getting to the slightly average ones now from next gen. No, you're not that great. You could be fun as well. Yes, that's more like it. That's more like it from Larissa. All right, come on, Liverpool. Get up, Liverpool. Even a draw. Seeing as Chelsea are at home, I'd take a draw. Right, we've got an injury. Joy. 11 to 14 days. Bummer, but we've got depth there, so that's okay. We'll bring in Lieber here, and Sheep Station can come on the bench once we find him. There he is. A couple of injuries we're copping. Always happens as soon as we get into a position where we can challenge, the game just nukes us, just says, no, 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 too soon. I'm supposed to be near the top of the Prem with your 170 or 80 million net debt or whatever the frick it is these days. Oh, I saw what the result was. Chelsea. Oh, and Arsenal beat Man United as well. Brilliant day. We've got an autosave. Okay. Everything's coming up Millhouse. In terms of other results, now we've just got to, actually win an away game against 16th in the league. Should hopefully not be a problem, but you never know. Chelsea stalling on 69. It's not a bad position to be stuck on, I suppose. But there they are. Oh, there's only one lot but threatening to bottle it this season. And it's not us. Although we could have. I shouldn't have said that, should I? Sean. Oh, now, yeah, right. We're hitting form at the right time. We'll do that. Yep, that's what yep. It's not over. It's not, doing anything bad. Yeah, we still can't approach you, can we? But I'm desperate to get you on a free as a backup right winger behind Tommy Mitchell. I would love that 1-2 punch next season. But that's big. Man U lose, because if Chelsea are stuffing up, the Man U losing actually quite handy as well. Because they weren't that far behind. We can get 6 clear of Man U and go joint with Chelsea, which would be a nice spot with 4 games to go in this Prem season. Home games being Forest, and I want to say it might be Wolves as well. And the away games after Brentford, Leicester and Liverpool. So the away games are quite tricky after this, to be fair. Although Leicester have just lost to Spurs, although we did, so can't really ever go at them for that. But yeah, if we get this too, we're in a really handy spot for Champions League, which is probably the most important thing. Quick backup after the FA Cup too, actually. That could be difficult. We've got to take the FA Cup seriously at this stage too, but yeah, not ideal. Just do what we did against West Brom. Right, yeah, that's changed, so we better adjust the recovery and whatnot. Get a match tactics. Just do the defensive and the attacking early, and we can just get recovery on that week. Seeing as I've bought some games forward, make sure we sort this out. Actually, we need to. Yeah, never mind. It's going to be a chaos week, isn't it? Yeah, that actually works. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, you look Way too expensive, but also quite good. But she might not be too expensive. We'll see what we get. Hopefully at some stage today. Right, gear prediction going. So we are away at 16th place Brentford for those on Twitch. Away, there we are. And that is now live. And a chance to go top because goal differential is quite a bit better. So, yeah, no pressure on us here at all. 16th place. This is great opportunity. Great opportunity here. To make the most of it, lads. Right, so Santos can play 75. That's okay. Funes can come on and do DM, as could Casserole. So we're good there. Who wants the Casserole? Marseille, good luck. Yeah. A couple of injuries, Belgrub and Caserta. So it does mean that Leverher comes in, but it's a shame because he's actually been really good at late Belgrub, but he's playing decently as well himself, Leverher. So hopefully will be sweet. Santos coming back in as well. Hopefully that's not going to have any negative impact. He does like a shot from outside the box, to be fair. If he costs us with that, I might regret it. But away at Brentford, who have got Lopefido, who I think's from Napoli now I think of it. Shay Charles, you go last, and there's a few names in that team. But hopefully it'll be alright here. Just, yeah, play like they did last game. Hopefully we're scoring. We like momentum. Let's go. 4-2-3-1 versus a 4-3-3. But yeah, Lopefido we had off the bench at Napoli, and he was quite young and promising. That was one of Ange's good signings before he went there. So, yeah. Interesting he's ended up at Brentford, having helped us win Serie A. But here we go, a chance to go top of the Prem, which looked very unlikely at a point in our first season in the Prem, in the save. Can we really put Chelsea under pressure, like under immense pressure to think, oh my God, we're actually bottling it? The danger then being that we're the ones who would be doing the bottling if we lost it after that. But Chicane on the ball earlier, our captain, our striker, Mitchell. These two just playing keepy bally. Now Medina gets involved. The centre-back of all people, Felipe. Medina, Felipe. Oh, Santos in space. Santos, what? He loves shooting, and he really shouldn't. He's not that good at it. To be fair, he usually shoots from outside the box, so that's the most sensible shot he's had in a long time. But didn't hit the target, so still 0-0. But we are all over them early. We'll encourage, because while not scoring, it has been a good start. Still yet to get a shot off it. They had a corner though, which is interesting. Quiet has to be said this game. Just that Santos shot, and there hasn't been a lot else so far. Guys, you had an 8-day gap. Let's not affect this up against Brentford. Still playing well, will encourage. Happy, happy, joy, joy, all that stuff. With the team that's expected to be 7th in the Prem. So, oh, not like this. Not set pieces. Headed away. Where's my guys on the edge of the box like I told them? Okay, at least we dealt with that one, but oh, the hecker. It would have been filthy if we let that in after I changed my set piece defence to legitimately have people on the edge of the box. That's not great. Why did Bro run away from the ball? Gutler. What are we doing defensively here, guys? Okay, we've got it. Mitchell. What is... Okay, we're going to get this, actually. This is a very weird passage of play, but... Sure. Trujillo. Georgiev. Santos. Back out to Georgiev. Oh, nice ball for Piver. Can he find someone? Yes, he can. It's Trujillo. I thought that was for them. I thought that was for them for so long. We've got a goal. We probably deserve it based on stats. And at the moment, we're top of the Prem. Lovely ball from Georgiev. Piver with the run. You can see how much space Trujillo's in. They're trying to mark Chicane. And the Mexican left winger, a bit of a magical strike that. Might be overplaying it. It was pretty good chance, wasn't it? But 1-0 right before half-time is the main thing. And Chicane was offside. So nothing doing there. It's half-time. We've got a 1-0 lead. So that's good because it was threatening to get FM there briefly when they had that set piece. I thought a couple of guys were a bit tired late in the half, but don't need to worry about that yet. And yeah, there's the live table. Looks nice. Doing well, can do better. And crack into the second half where Brentford get us underway on the ball. One more goal, a cushion goal on the road. I would love that, lads. If you play like you did in the first half, we'll be fine. XG's good, the position's good. They are getting a lot of corners, even though they've not had... Well, they have actually had quite a few shots. It's just shots on target's quite a bit lower than what we've had. And we've got a throw inside the final third, just keeping it at the moment, trying to work something. Trujillo, the goal scorer. Oh, Lever here's in a ton of space. Oh, it's gorgeous, and Mitchell's hit the post. Why did Lever here get in his way? Santos likes a long range and not that time. Why did Lever here not stay out of the bloke's way? He was like an obstacle there. And now Simon Bro, oh, jeepers, that I've had goalkeepers do dumb stuff when they don't use their hands like they can there, so thankfully we're okay. Did we really need to see that highlight? Was that a key highlight, chat? Probably could have just started from here. Good from Chicane. Gets it back. Nice ball for Piver. Going to try and work something on the left, are we? Sort of. Okay, now the right. Lever here. Here's what they're going to pinch it there. Medina. Up to Martins. Mitchell. Lever here on the overlap. Back in there, Martins. Oh, it's gorgeous. Someone... Oh, how have they blocked... Should have shot that, I think, before the last pass. And still only 1-0. Just keep an eye on players out there. No one's playing badly, so we'll leave it. Kane's probably on the worst rating of anyone. But, yeah. Praise still, I guess. We're winning. And again, oh, Georgiev's naked. Okay, we'll start doing subs now. Fabi for Georgiev. And we'll get to 80 minutes and start to time waste. Right, anyone bit naked? Not really. We do have Charlton in the FA Cup semi, but I mean, if we can't handle Charlton with a little bit of rotation, goodness me. Martins, off you come for the casserole. I'll take Chicane off just because he's been poor for Martin. And now Mitchell's naked. We'll do that sub just before this goes through. Mitchell for Millis. Last sub. Let's get Sheep Station on at the back. Let's just shore up that. He says hopefully. Oh, do not stuff this up now, guys. Been so much better than they have. Millis out to Sheep Station. The youngsters just need to hold the ball here. Martin. Oh, it's a gorgeous ball. Back and he can't at the target. Okay. It's pretty. No end product. 6 minutes of added time. At the moment, dealing with it pretty well. At the moment, Tom, what the feck was that? Okay, thankfully they've just given us the ball back because that was horrific from you. Now, run to the corner or at least play it to a guy in front of you. Yep, that'll work. Millis. He's offside. Is he? I thought I saw the flag up there. Right, win this header, lads. 3 minutes to hang on and go top. And we do it. Game's trying to give me a heart attack at times. There were some of those highlights that with nothing going on. Should have scored more, but 1-0. It's a job done on the road, which has not always been the case this season. And as you'll see shortly, once we get through the post-match interview, it's good. It's good. Yep. Top of the table. Top of the table, and a good goal differential advantage over Chelsea as well. With only 4 games left, we've got the FA Cup up next though. So we will give a bit of rest to these guys. It's a slightly quick backup. And next week's going to be quite interesting. The Forest-Leicester double. It's Bournemouth. Why do I think we're playing Wolves? Bournemouth at home is a great game because they're bottom. So, yeah. It's the away games are the big ones from now. And if Chelsea lose the Arsenal game away they've got coming up as well, which I'm guessing gets played FA Cup semi-weekend, seeing as neither of those teams are involved, that would help us greatly. Right, we've qualified for the Europa League. Simon's got money. Okay. No, wait, you can get off that shortlist because you're not that great. And yeah, Charlton. So this is going to be intriguing. Mid-block, we should be able to stick with what we do here. 13th in the Championship, yet somehow they beat Chelsea. Although it's Chelsea, it'd be rubbish last month or so. So good on them. It's probably helped their absolute funk that they lost to Charlton. So just cannot get out of it. The board love it because we've got Europa League. When did they want that? By 2041-42. So we've done that well ahead of time. Like we're a good 3 seasons ahead of schedule here, which is nice. Or 2, maybe 2. Yeah. Get get the gears right, Sean. But still doing well. But now we're in a position that, oh, ooh, we're in a good position. Alrighty. Still a lot of scout reports coming through in between these games. You can definitely get off the list, Moral. Okay, some final decisions to be made on our youth intake players, but I don't dare say we've already done that. Oh, sorry, that's a good old hiccups again. Right, Ola's good. Yep, good players. We're sweet there. Any of these guys get a bit of a boost in their potential? No, so we're pretty set with what we've done there. Those top 5 already at the club. Now the under 21s. Chucker, you can probably have a game. It was 60 minutes just because we got a quick backup after this. Caserta into rehab for you, actually. Should have done that sooner. Who else isn't in the squad? You are never in the squad, so you can keep playing for them. That's it, though, really. We'll give Sa. We'll make it 45 just to be safe. Right. But the day before we play our semi is Middlesbrough and Wolves. We get to see who we might take on if we do make the FA Cup final. Meanwhile, big one here because Stoke are not that far off Sunderland now. Bigger for Sunderland than it is for Bournemouth this game. But we won't quite find out yet. Got our training first that we need to praise. Keep these guys' morale nice and high. And that suggests that Bournemouth got beaten. 2-0, red card late. So, yep, great job from you, Regan Givons, leaving us halfway through last season because you wanted to play Premier League football. You went to Bournemouth, and yeah, just over a year later, you are going back to the Championship. Oh, you dumbass. Right, so, yeah, Bournemouth are down. And it makes it a lot harder for Fulham and Stoke too to keep themselves up. So during this weekend, seeing as this Premier League match is happening, we should also see a bit of Liverpool-Chelsea at Anfield. Actually, sorry, Arsenal-Chelsea at the Emirates. Already had Liverpool-Chelsea, and that was at Stamford Bridge, but Liverpool still beat them. Okay, Birmingham, Man U, but yeah, Arsenal, Chelsea. Birmingham, Man U to a lesser extent, because, I mean, Man U aren't that far off us still, if we do drop points. They're only 6 behind us. There's a lot of good games this weekend, actually. Those top 3 are quite big. Even Aston Villa, Liverpool. If Villa want to keep themselves in with a hope. Oh, Chelsea they are properly in a funk right now, aren't they? A flunk, not a funk. They are stinking out the joint. 3-1 loss to Arsenal. So we've got a game in hand over them and are still top. Gracias, Gracias. We've got our Europa League spot, which means the Conference League one goes to the league from our Carabao Cup win. And we would be playing Wolves in the FA Cup final. They have pumped Middlesbrough. So can we make it an all Premier League affair? Liverpool up to 3rd. So Man U must have lost to Birmingham. Or at least drop points. Draws what would have happened. 64. They were 63. So that's an upset. And we can probably go quite close in that Forest game to wrapping up Champions League. But the big result, Chelsea getting bashed 3-1. Liverpool up to 3rd above Man U on goal differential as they had to rescue a late equaliser against Birmingham. Brentford beating Spurs is quite interesting as well, actually, for us. But technically, I mean, win the next game out, goal differential, it pretty much wraps up Champions League if it's not already locked with the whole top 5 thing that should be going on. Okay, now apparently Charlton force high turnovers. I'll trust it. Seems weird to be doing against a championship team, but we do go all right when we do it usually. The bypass the press, so worth a go. So Chelsea have absolutely hit a stinker in that patch where I thought they could drop some points. They have not picked up any. So yeah, they have really given us the advantage here. So let's do a quick save here and see if we can make an FA Cup final. Which, just to be clear, was what the whole double dream thing was about when I did the thumbnail. I thought our loss to Spurs had completely stuffed us, but apparently not. So let's get that one going. It's at Wembley, so it doesn't really matter who the home team is here. But Charlton 13th in the championship. We are now top of the Prem. So technically we're the home team, but yeah, we're at Wembley. We're going to put out a strong team. And hopefully get Belgrade also on his rehab. Yeah, make an FA Cup final against Wolves. Caserta's not quite fit enough, so we'll just leave as is. No yellows either, which is a nice situation. We'll take it seriously. If we get a good lead, that would help get some players off early before the Forest game. Look, it's a mid-table championship team, let's be honest. In 2040, I don't know many of those guys. So let's just crack into the game. Put a bit of pressure on our lads. Show them why we're favourites. And in we go. FA Cup semi. Against Charlton. We got past Man U in a round where these guys knocked out Chelsea, which, yeah, as it turns out, They were right beginning their horrific run of form. So I'm pretty sure we're we're one of only 2 Prem teams left in this. I'd be pretty disappointed if we didn't pick up the FA Cup now. If we already picked up a Carabao Cup and all of a sudden top of the Prem, and our first season back up from the Championship, that'd be a bit of an accomplishment. Having only had £26 million transfer budget to work with coming up, and with some of the players that we were kind of forced into selling. Right, why have we not stopped that, guys? Oh my lord, that is horrific defending. What is Leber here doing? Let alone Simon, but he is so ahead here. Look, like what? I saw Dr. Benji pick up on this the other day. Like, what is up with some of the defensive actions? And then, yeah, good header, but that is a horrific goal to concede. Starting with our replacement right back. Let's be honest. It's alright that we've got time. It's an awful goal to concede, though. If we knock out Man U and then lose to Charlton, goodness me, fellas. Especially because I'm playing a good team here and I could have saved you up to, you know, get a 3-point gap on top of the Prem as it turned out. Right, Santos. Oh, for goodness sake. What? Right. Yes, Leber has done something. Oh, the numbers. The numbers. Hit the target, Trujillo. Oh, you're joking me. Right, we're going to be in for one of these ones, are we? That was an absolute, not quite a sitter, but jeepers. And then we'll just kick the ball straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Put off Scarred. I just had the word nightmare in the song lyrics too, and I've just remembered this could be an extra time game. And that would actually mud the title chances. That's good if we stayed on. And he must have. Regivan Martins, back level. Back level, thank goodness. After that awful first goal we conceded, chicane. Just a good bit of hold-up play. The channel midfielder just charges forward and takes it around the goalkeeper wonderfully. Good finish. And we are back all square. Now let's kick on from here, guys. We've been playing the better football. Let's get some pay for it before half-time. 70-odd% possession too. It is Charlton on the ball though. Gent. Back to Passeri. Oh, good from you, Georgiev, and you've reacted too. We've kept the ball. Trujillo. Piver. Mitchell, look to your right. He does. Leber here. Back to Tommy Mitchell. Tommy Mitchell. Oh, he's hit saved by Proscard. I thought he just missed the target there. And we won't see the corner. Okay, looks like 1-1 at half-time, unless Mitchell does something, which he kind of has, in a weird way. Plays it back to Georgiev. Let's have a crack here, guys. You've got nothing to really lose with this long left. Oh, go Trujillo, run. Oh, he should have ran through the gap. The good actual shot there and save, but it'll be half-time, 1-1 after we conceded a horrific goal defensively. Felipe's not going well out there, but do we want to take him off? I don't know if I do. With Brunies should be decent, to be fair. Yeah, I might do that actually. The rating alone, but being the better team, let's just get some faith in these guys. Probably should have a little bit of a go at the defence there actually. And hopefully sort this out in the second half and make sure we're not playing extra minutes before a game where we could go top of the Prem by an actual margin. The way Chelsea are going, there is a little bit of a chance we could actually wrap it up before Anfield on the final day, which would be amazing. Oh, Tommy Mitchell. I hope he stayed on. Haven't pressed the button yet. I'm not too sure. I hope he's timed that run. Yes, I can see the players celebrating. Tommy Mitchell. No replay of him. Sorry, it was just the goal that might send us through an FA Cup final. You know, nothing big. No biggie. Though the way this is going, feels like there's more to come from this. That's a great interception from Martins. And now Trujillo's got space. And there for Piper. Lovely one too. Trujillo chicane. It's a good block on there from Mr. Ponytail. What is his name? Sibaloy? It's like Savaloy, but it's been misspelt. Anyone still have Savaloys? Right, Mitchell's got a yellow. We won't muck around today. Get Millis on. More of a kid's treat thing, isn't it, these days? The birthday parties and whatnot, probably. Savaloys. You have actual man-sized sausages when you get to adult age, don't you? Or is that just a New Zealand thing? It's Leber here. How are we talking about sausages? Leber here. In the box, gives it away. Nice, though. Nice read from Santos. Oh, Trujillo, the turn. It's a good save from Profsgaard, near post. And we will see the corner, though. Going to take it short to Chicane. Before he gives it back to the taker. Oh, there's all sorts of short passing. Shouldn't have been, because there's now an offside. And, the goalie's taking this. That's bold. He is a long way away from goal. Shoot! Oh, okay, sorry. I had to yell that, because he was, from where the goalie started there, might have been worth a crack. Oh, chicane. Chicane! Oh, that's a pathetic save attempt. It's because he needed to run all that way back. Bad tactics there from Charlton, and we've got a 2-goal lead. We've come from a goal down. And it's a big cushion goal. Lovely passing, and Millis gets the assist here. It's a pathetic save attempt, let's be honest. But I will give him a little bit of leeway there, because why they had him taking the set piece from that, like he was nearly at the corner. We'll get Piver off here. I'm very aware that there's still time here, but also we've got like a 1-2 day gap before Forest in the Prem. And we'll make our last 2 here, actually. Get Georgiev off for Fabi, and Casserole. We'll actually bring him on the DM here, I think. Yeah, he can tackle, can't he? 9 tackling, Martins. Oh, 10 tackling, Martins. Back you go. Right. Exactly, code. Gotta go hard. Let's frickin' go. Right, one more goal. Put this to bed. Then I can lower the tempo and just absolutely play slow ball. Oh, it's gorgeous passing. This is good footy. Why is it taking us so long? Oh, save. And a half that. I think it was Onodera who let that rip. And thank you for the follow as well. Could it go hard? Don't know why it hasn't popped up anywhere, but luckily I got my emails on. Right, I might actually lower the tempo here. Early. Just because of what we've got coming up. Right, time to really do not want this getting anywhere near extra time. with the short backup. Seven minutes of added time, which is a fair old chunk. Charlton are coming, but we win that ball, and thankfully Casserole did find Millis, and then beats his man there, Chicane, having a good game up top. The captain. Martins to Leber here. Oh, the ball for Millis is wonderful. The finish is awful. And apparently he was offside, which looked a bit harsh, but whatever. Waste time. And 1 minute to go, 2-goal lead. We are sweet into an FA Cup final versus Wolves. Lovely stuff. Awful start, but we've come back from it nicely. Keep the morale high. Right. Good stuff from the lads. Get 1 million for that. Yes. Clear out some of that debt. As we get through that. So a City Wolves final. 2 of the last 3 winners. And we get a chance to go one step further than last year, where Liverpool beat us on penalties. Back when they were the Prem champions and we were the Championship champions. Okay, it doesn't clear up that much debt. Right. Let's do some resting. I'll start to progress, and while that goes on, I need to go for a quick little pee break. So, be back shortly. Okie dokie, we're back. Right. So we've got a Sunday, Wednesday back up here, yeah. So that's why we rested the players. That is on the 19th of May. That is, yeah, a week after the season finishes. That is fine. It's not as much of a pain as last year, actually, because we had like a 4-week gap between the end of the Championship and the FA Cup final last year, which might have been why we got so many training injuries the week leading up to it. Oh, this is slightly sketchy. Yeah, it's in a mood today, FM, I have to say. There we go. Right. Continue. Without any weird stuff, please. So this next week's quite big, just because it's our last double match week of the season. So get through this safely, and we're not too bad. I mean, you can see our last 4 Prem fixtures now there. So, yeah, we've got this game in hand on Chelsea. If we can get the job done in between now and that last game, as long as our goal differential's in a good enough spot, we might be okay. But we have been sketchy away from home. Right, we might actually not do anyone here just to be safe with the whole short backup. Okay, we'll add you to the short list actually on ESCK. So get through all the scouting. Our scouts are busy, which I suppose makes sense. We're about to get into the postseason, and this is probably from some stuff like next gen and whatnot being popped up. Goal 50, all that sort of thing. Xavi Pena, off you go. Rafael obviously stays on. Is his contract? No, okay. I don't know why he got loaned out to Forest. Which I suppose is a slight concern. We have to play against one of our former stars here at Napoli. Helped us win Serie A last, not last season, season before last. No, I might leave that. Right. Hopefully get some bench players back for this too, and even Belgrud for a start would be handy. Not that Lieber here was, well, I was going to say he wasn't awful in that game, but the start was. He recovered well. But Forest not going great. They do a high press, so what I might do just as I expect, we are, so we'll just leave it. We'll just leave that. Newcastle getting a tycoon. Awesome. Why'd they have to quash my tycoon rumours or whatever it was? So, team meeting, we're hitting form at the right time. Yep, just keep telling them the form's good. We won't complicate that too much. How's Junior? He's 29 these days. That's probably a little bit on the old side for me. And this save. Although I say that, we've got no idea where our budget is yet. I suspect it won't be amazing. If anyone gets injured, that's the one, a third choice player. So we can cop that. Wolves Leicester. We play Leicester after this. So the FA Cup opponent versus Leicester. It's a draw. Okay. Draw. Tactically, they lack a work rate. I mean, we're at home, so I suppose, but it's interesting. The whole formation thing and some of the other things that the game does scouting-wise doesn't actually match up to what the assistant says sometimes. We did play through the press against West Brom, I think. Definitely against Brentford. Right. You can, yeah, Julin not that great. So any of those guys. Belglub has still failed, so we're not going to have him back for this, but we might get Caserta back on the bench. And they chance to go 3 points clear, which if we can just keep that with that goal differential going to the final day, might be enough. So these next 3 games, whether we get through them all today or not sure, but these next 3 are huge. So we've got to get max from the home games, and hopefully we can also get a result on the road against Leicester. we've somehow ended up in a position where we could actually do this. And our first season up from the championship. Prediction. Right, we gotta sort that out too. Of course, we have one of the longest names in football here. Right, there we go. Prediction is live. They are, where are they? 11th, that's where they are. Well, we are top. It won't change, but we want to get up to 72 points. It would put us beyond Liverpool and Man U. And yeah, it just might be needed just to make sure in case Chelsea don't slip up for the rest of the season, even though they've been pretty poor of late. So still Lib here. Oh, I didn't change the bench, for big sake, Sean. Okay, hopefully it doesn't prove costly. Home form. I'm not even sure I checked player fitness, actually, but we are apparently good according to the game. Yeah, we'll talk that down. Right, that was a long interview. Yeah, here we go. Same team that got the job done against Charlton. It's probably a bit tougher, Forest. The team that we beat in the Carabao Cup final 4-1. So they'll be looking for revenge. No doubt about that. And this would be a heck of a time to get it, as we try and go free clear on top of the Prem with 3 games to go in the season after this. But it's at the Etihad, so we've got home advantage. Hopefully make the most of it. And we get underway. Forest on the ball to start things off. Okay, got an early corner there, and we are now on the attack. Martin's out to Leber here. The Swiss right back, good ball forward to Mitchell. Back to Leber here. We go out left. Georgiev. Back in there. That's an awful pass from the former West Ham man. Oh, not like this, guys. Oh, we're giving them so much space. Of course, it's my former frickin' player. For goodness sake, Georgiev. 1-0 down. We do love an early goal against us at home. That's all on Georgiev, though. That pass was just so poor. And then Raphael. He always scores against me or does something. I didn't even sell him. It was the stupid frickin' slot who's done me here. Or is it Glasner these days? Anyway, one of the people who took over from me. It must be Slot. And we're 1-0 down. We would still be top, but would need to win everything after this. Just to make sure of it. Yeah, if we don't get maximum points, it means no room for slip-ups. There's Leber here. Please pull this back for someone. How are they? Okay, they're going to park the bus now. Why are you running away? Georgiev, I should sub you off the back of the first 10 minutes of this game. Encourage, I should have demanded more, shouldn't I? Right, we're on the ball though. Good areas. Oh, okay. That's concerning because I thought that was going to be our highlight. How are they spreading us so wide here? And how are they keeping the balls? Guys, it's freaking Forest. Oh my lord. Okay, are we bottling this? Is the Prem the Bottlers League this year? Trujillo. Back in there for Georgiev. Is there actually a chance coming from this? Chicane. Back to Santos. Martins, Santos. I reckon the highlight was theirs, wasn't it? Piver. Oh, yeah, okay, corner. It's not been a great start. Piver's not having a good game. We'll demand more now. Had time to ease into this, and yeah, 1-0 down. Trujillo, good defensive work. Medina pings it out to Georgiev, who does now need the help. That's better from him. Piver had a bit of a rough start according to the ratings. How's Georgiev on a 7.1? Oh, Mitchell, please. Yes, Tommy Mitchell. All square. Chance now. What? I hate how we concede so often first at home, but we've found a way back to 1-1. Santos picks out the middle ball and chicane. He's great at that hold-up play. He may not score the goals, and I do actually have a bit of a go at them about that, but he actually does get quite a few assists alongside the goals, does Yassine Chicane. But I still really want the win from this game. A draw, if us and Chelsea go perfect, does make the last day at Liverpool really nervy. And we've still got Leicester on the road too after this. So, yeah, that's great from Medina. Make sure we get to that. Martins, Santos, can we hit before the half? Out to Georgiev. Oh, okay, we're going to still get the attacking chance here. Georgiev. Oh, I think Trujillo just went a bit early there. Oh, Piver, there it is. 2-1. Lovely stuff, lads. There to come back, and we've done it before the half. Yeah, it was on there, but thankfully he waited here, Georgiev, and does pick up the assist. It's really all his goal at Georgiev, but Piver, great finish past Oscar. 2-1, City. As we are starting to get some tired players, as you'd expect after an FA Cup game a few days ago. But we get into half-time, 2-1, which is definitely deserved. Now we end up 1-0 down. I don't know why Georgiev couldn't pass the ball. He's on the highest rating, but I kind of want to keep guys fresh here in a weird way. We might leave them out there till the hour mark, and then we'll start to hit the subs a bit more. Things are going well. You all weren't that bad, but you can do better, I think is what we say here. Keep them switched on. We get the ball from the kickoff for the second half. Oh, geez, Martins. I was going to sub you, and maybe I should have. Looking lazy already on it. As long as we play like we did for most of that second half, you'd think we'd be okay here, though, because Forest have got very few shots off outside that opening goal that they've scored. They've done little. That's good going through the middle because they're giving us that space. Now Leber here on the overlap. Pulls it back, Santos. Oh, Piver. Yes, Claudio. 3-1. That's what we needed. Cushion goal. Key one. Love the cushion goal. And Leber here. It's actually having a bit of a blinder. Not sure how that ball's got through there without being touched, but short. 2-goal lead. That is big. That is big. Right, we might actually make some subs here. Martins is going okay, but let's get him off the casserole. We'll give Yonezawa a run at left wing as well. And we'll see about the rest. Piver's on a hat-trick, so that'd be incredibly harsh. Raise the fellas. All right, Georgiev's cooked now. Let's get him off for Fabi. Just manage these guys during a busy week. And a potentially crucial week as well. All right, Piper's just dropped. Be freaking harsh taking him off, wouldn't it? But if we score one here, we might just do it anyway. Although that pass doesn't help there from Fabi. And they're on because they're freaking inside the half. Raphael, bro, I'm not the one who's been getting rid of you. You don't have to keep scoring against me. Jeez, man. Thankfully, Simon's done something this time. And that's a long clearance too. Oh, Yonezawa's done well here. Chicane. Oh, is there runs coming? There were. That's an option. And Fabi's done well on the ball. The Italian. Oh, look at him go. And gives it away, but we get it back through Santos. Long. Oh, my Lord. Sergio. Pop some of that. 4-1. That's game over. What a way to do it. Wasn't quite nice work there from Fabi. Does he actually get the assist for this? I'm not sure. This is a hit though. Holy. No stopping that. What a goal. Right. 2 subs. I'm taking off the most important players, and it's probably one of the guys on a hat trick. And our right winger. What a goal from Santos. Sorry, Pivot, but I kind of might need you soon. I want you for Leicester away. What a freaking goal. That might be goal of the season. There's Millis. Fresh legs. Back to Leber here. Not a great pass. Good reading there from Felipe, though. Jonas, oh, this is gorgeous. And it's going to be a pin. Junqueira's brought down Yonezawa. And a chance for 5-1 is Chicane. Missed his last penalty. And honestly, I wouldn't be gutted if he missed this one, because we should still be okay. But hopefully he puts it away, just because otherwise it's concerning. That is so cheeky. So cheeky. We're going to lower the tempo here just because want to save the legs. Now we've made all our subs, but that is very cheeky from Chicane, having missed the one before. He didn't need to. Has he jumped after that got hit? Because there wasn't any pace on that, let's be real. But 5-1, great comeback. We'll just see it out now and get to Leicester away at the King Power. Simon catches that. Good from you. Dennis Simon rolls it out to Felipe. Simple stuff here, guys. I mean, we're 4 goals up. I shouldn't really need to worry about anything, should I? You'd hope, with only 10 minutes left. Taking our time to get out from the back. Now we go forward. A bit quicker. Chicane made the run. Is it a hat trick? No, it's not, because he's only scored 1. Is it a double? It is 6-1. Jeepers, lads. This is good. Let's make sure the goal differential is definitely in our favour. Concerning start, but boy have we responded. And you've seen Chicane. Quick fire double. And we will be going 3 points clear of Chelsea, who were so far clear at one point. It was like 10 or 12 points. It was like Inter and Serie A the other year. when we managed to beat them back on the final day with Napoli. Similar colour uniform and all. Getting similar vibes here in this first season in the Prem. This casserole won't get to that. Okay, that shouldn't be a key highlight, but it was. We do see the throw, that might make up for it. Nice short passing here. Oh, Casserole might just take this on. He should. He's got... yeah, they gave him all the space in the world there. And he gets on the score sheet, 7-1. This is so far back. I can't watch all that replay. But yeah, 7-1. We'll be able to turn the light on here too, eh? Big win. Oh yeah, we need to be a little bit Trumpy like here. Look like I'm Floridian. Yeah, that's a bit better. Right, close that. Are we doing anything late? This is just a waste of time highlight FM. Oh no, okay, they're doing this again, are they? Raphael. Oh, yeah, I might just need to sign you, just so I don't have to play against you ever again. Because every time we do, you just do me. Lieber here, yeah, not his best work, but he just lives on that halfway line, doesn't he, Raphael? Thankfully, he's still going to get a double and get his team's going to get absolutely thumped here. But a good win. And it's what we needed because we're 3 points clear of Chelsea if I want to keep this gap. If we can win our next two games, whether we get through them both today, I'm not too sure. And also, Champions League's confirmed. Huge money spinner for the club and about 180 million of debt. And we've got our budgets. Yes, right. What do we reckon? Remember, 180 million of net debt. So keep that in mind. No, they don't get a day off. But this is the big one. 3 points clear and that goal differential's huge. If we can, because even if we lose one, and you see Chelsea's form, I need to check who they've got left. I saw that run that they had coming up. But look at their form. Everton, Wolves, West Ham. It's a good chance for them to bounce back those last three games. So as long as we pick up 2 wins, and it's probably the next 2 before we go to Anfield, it'll be all right. But 13th place, Everton. I mean, the way they've been going. Wolves away are 9th. That's no given on recent form. West Ham are tricky enough, especially with that absolute giant, if he scores from set piece. But they are... I mean, you can't tell me that that's not been a bottle job so far. Tricky run, but still. But qualified for the Champions League. Budget. Oh, you are. That is... You've got to be kidding me. Why not wait till we get the money from finishing the Premier League, you stupid board? Oh, I've already won a Champions League. If I win the Prem, I don't need to stay here. I can go try and win a World Cup. Jeez. Euros this season. Someone good's going to get fired. Oh, dearie me. It's 13 million. That's half what we got for coming up. £150 million budget for our first season in the Championship, and since then we've had 26 million and 13 million as a Premier League team. That is stupidly little for a team that has just qualified for the Champions League and is top of the Prem and has won the Carabao and is in the final of the FA Cup. How much more can I do? Club, can I ask for... Right, hold on. Finance. Yes, ask for that to get increased. Goodness me. I can, at least if I have more than 25% of revenue retained, it makes it a little easier to swallow if, say, Martin's new release clause gets triggered at 75 million next season. Oh, yes, I need to rest players. Shite. Really need to rest players. Do it now. Were you already on rehab? You were. What about Belgalub? Yep, and we'll also sort out the team because I forgot this before the last one. To get Caserta back in there for Millis. Okay, now we're sweet. So Wednesday to Saturday, not even a Sunday. Oof. But if we can get through this, that is huge because Bournemouth first versus 20th at home. Yeah, that should be a gimme, really. So we just got to make sure we win one of these other two away at Leicester or Anfield. And I think, without stating the obvious, this is the more likely. Now, what do these guys play like? Once it loads a mid-block, we should be able to play through their press then. So we'll just leave it on what it was. $13 million, that is so pathetic for getting Champions League football. Right, they're not in great form here either, are they, Leicester? They've been drawing a lot of games. I mean, in the end, it also depends on what Chelsea does. Right, a slot at Batiste. What do I think he was? He must have been at Napoli last season. We did have Belay last season. He's quite good. The 3 games left in the Prem. If we win this, really, then it would be a bottle job if we won this. From that point on, if we didn't lift it. Right, team hitting form at the right time. Just rinse and repeat. It's working. Let's just keep hammering it home. Board, please give me better transfer revenue at least. If you're not going to give me transfer budget for, getting Champions League and whatnot, at least give me that. You're going to get at least top 2 in the Prem, which is a lot of money. Let me just check before we get into this meeting. 50 million. Yeah, you're getting a good chunk of money from me this season. Current guys, you're going to be, I am legitimately, I've already won a Champions League. I don't necessarily need to win another. I'm only here for a Premier League. As it turns out, maybe as well, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, because we've picked up the Carabao in the FA Cup final. Board. Yes, that. My net spend. Are you kidding me? Oh, I've delivered. Oh, you guys are absolute nut jobs. Right. We can stick to what worked there against Forest. Now, Belgrab did come back, didn't he? Yep, he can come on for Sheep Station. And we'll see if we start him. But might not be the worst idea given we're in the last of a 3-game week. But after that, we get good gaps. So if we can get through this is why this one's a real banana skin. If we can get through this, confidence goes up immensely, given that really, with the goal differential, a win over Bournemouth should be enough. Lift the Prem. So just got to win 2 out of 3. So Chelsea are at home to Everton. Home, they'll probably get the job done. They're playing before us too, so we're going to know. And there is actually a chance. We'll wait and see. I won't speak it into existence. Or out of existence. Right, what's happened? Nothing has popped up yet about the games before ours. Okay, Leeds and Blackburn are both, I want to say, coming back up to the Prem. Yeah, Chelsea win 2-1. Man, you are bottling proper. And Liverpool must have not won. Oh, no, they haven't played yet. Okay. So, yeah. Need to win to keep the 3-point gap going. And then Bournemouth, like, it's such a nice game. But this will be last of today, guys. Going to leave you absolutely hanging, but I do need to go after this game. So we'll be back on Wednesday night my time. So that is Wednesday morning for the UK-based people. 6:30ish in the evening. And we'll wrap up the season and really see what we do after that. If we can pick up the Prem incredibly unexpectedly. This next game we didn't decide a lot there. But if we pick up a frickin' near treble in our first season in England, you can't do much more. Well, first season the top flight in England. Now, Belgrub's got no concerns at all about his playing time, so he goes straight in there as our vice captain, because he'll be a lot fresher than Leber here will be. And yeah, the rest of it untouched. That's for the first time in a wee while, our actual A team. That we want to get the job done at Leicester in a massive game in the Premier League. It's an away game. They've been for quite a good chunk of this season. An absolute Achilles heel. But we're starting to do okay in them late. That's wrong because Chelsea have already played. Not sure about that, Harvey. TalkSport, that checks out. You're making up fake news. Yeah, private. Not sure, mate. It's only a recent thing. Right, here we go. They're rocking a 4-3-3, just like we are. They've got Mabaya on the bench, one of our former players. We let go of going into the season. But yeah, get that 3-point gap again. With Bournemouth, one of our last 2 games. Oh, can almost taste it. Touch it. You can't. I mean, you drink out of a trophy, don't you? It's not quite as stupid as I made it sound there briefly. Right. At the King Power. From memory, a venue where Man City have done mental stuff before. As a Liverpool fan, I think they might have. Was this where Company scored his absolute screamer? But underway we are in the black today. Hopefully that's not a bad sign. Yeah, 4-0 Sunderland over Man U. They are. We're going to finish above Man U now, which is at least. Yeah. But from position where we were, somehow, I'll be probably disappointed if we don't win the Prem now. Encourage, lads, come on. Get us up early. Settle these nerves. Okay, we've got the ball, but we're inside our own half. Felipe's gone very wide there. get back, get back. Good. Right, we've spent some time on it now. We're back in our usual shape. Santos to Martins. That's a horrific pass. And how have we let them do this? Thankfully, big save from Simon. What was Belgrab up to there defensively? But we get away with it. And now we've got a free kick, Trujillo. Awful at free kicks from memory, but we'll see what happens here. Mitchell, Trujillo. Oh, can you square it for someone? There's all sorts. Oh my lord. The keeper had gone down. It was weirdly a bit of a sitter, that. 7 shots, none on target. Got to get that up, guys. This is not the time to be getting into that sort of vein of form. Chicane, Piver. Oh, someone make the run for him. Georgiev. Now he's got space to pick something out here. Piver. Can you go in the box? Earn something. The pull back. Yes, Martins. 1-0. The Brazilian link-up, I think it is. Watch one of them be Argentinian now. You shouldn't have said that. Anyway, 1-0 though. Huge. He had a little tap there, Retty, on Piver just before he were in the box. Lovely square for Martins. Top bins. 1-0 City. Finally get a shot on target and we take the lead. Just need one more goal would be nice here. Remembering we did only win 1-0 over Brentford. I might, Mo Salah, I'm thinking, I've already won a Champions League, so I don't really need to. Just because at the end of the season, it is the Euros. So after that's probably a good time, isn't it, to go looking. But I'll level with you. I didn't think we were going to be in a position to win the Prem in our first season up from the Championship. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm a little bit annoyed about the £13 million transfer budget I've been given for potentially winning the Prem and at the very least qualifying for the Champions League, put it that way. Right, we've got some tired guys out there, but we've got an 8-day gap after this, so I think we can get away with it. Before that Bournemouth game, which, if we hold on to this, could clinch the Prem more or less. Right, second half, we've got the ball. As long as we hold on, we've got a game to win it all. Really. Leicester on the attack, though. We've got 2 on them. Yes, Santos, great from you. Martins, the goal scorer. Piver. Now we get it forward. Tommy Mitchell, one of the best players here this season. Spent most of our upfront transfer budget on him. And it's been some of the best money spent in the save. Santos, like he can't help himself. It was close to. Can't really have a go at him after that screamer he scored against Forest. And we've got a corner. Oh, we're so bad from set pieces. This would be a heck of a time to change that. It came back to Mitchell. Trujillo. Keeps it somehow. Out to Santos. In the box. Back for Trujillo. Fizzes it in. Oh, Santos! Tight angle. It's fortunate as anything. It's a cushion goal. Bust out that emote again, because what a time for us. Chelsea will be absolutely livid that we've somehow scored from this. It's come off Nicholson, is it? No, it's not even Nick. Who's the defender? Machado. And Santos, it's fallen to oh so kindly. Puts it into essentially an open net. 2-0 City. I'm going to have to lock in a little bit here and look down the bottom of the screen quite regularly because I expect we're going to get tired players and it's starting now. Third game in a week, so Fabian for Georgiev. We'll just do what we need to as we need to, because we've got a whole week after this before we play bottom of the Prem, already relegated. Fernie is on for Santos, who's just scored another great goal for us. Great, actually. Great's not the word, but, you know, important, potentially. Praise. We've got one more stoppage and 3 subs and a free kick. To be fair, this is a Leicester team quite severely out of form, so this might be playing into our hands. Oh, they've given him so much space. As long as he's on. As long as he's on. I'm not sure. It did look a little bit too good to be true. Apparently it wasn't too good to be true. It's 3-0 City. Oh, yeah. He's just broken away from the pack there. That is such poor defence from Leicester. Teams in navy blue must be in a rut, or darker than navy blue right now. Navy, royal blue, whatever Chelsea call theirs. Alright, 3-0, this should be sweet. So let's get the 2 knackered guys off and someone else. Kesserol, Onyekam, Yonazawa. We'll get Bell Grub off as well for Leber here, and that can do. We'll lower the tempo as well, just not to tire the lads out too much. Right, Sean, you got the Prem on this potentially. This, you know, time waste a bit. But this is good. We're actually doing stuff on the road all of a sudden. And at a time that we actually needed to. All we have to do after this, as long as we don't find a way to bottle it in 5 minutes, which that's not a great sign. One of our former players, Mabaya. He wants us to win the Prem, Mabaya. Awful finish from Chicane. So much for that 20 composure. But yeah, all we got to do now is beat 20th place Bournemouth at home, and it's ours. Although, Chapman. Oh, that's a top save from Simon, and also Felipe might have got something on that. There's a big save. And we will pick up, in the end, actually quite a comfy win on the road. 3-0 over Leicester. Did I do a prediction? I didn't do one for that, did I? Whoopsie, sorry. Sorry, crew. That's big, though. That is massive. Keep the lads happy. Keep them pumped up. We need to win one of our last 2 Premier League games, and we pick it up. Because goal differential, Chelsea aren't getting that back on us, even if we do have to play third place Liverpool on the final day. So really, we'll be coming back on Wednesday night. First game's against Bournemouth at home. Win it. We unofficially win the Prem, and we also have an FA Cup final. We could win the treble. Could being a key word. But how big is our gap? We've got plenty of time. Huge stream. Chelsea folding, us in form, knocking out Man U in the cup as well. That was awesome. So cheers for coming today, guys. Greatly appreciated. So back on Wednesday night for our last 3 games of the season. Maybe our last 3 at Man City. We'll see. I'll stay here if there's no good international jobs that pop up, but the World Cup's probably, if we pick up what you'd expect us to at this point, the missing thing from the CV. Now it's actually in the game as an option, and these journeyman saves. So yeah, we'll see. But thank you for popping in today. Let's make sure we actually save it, Sean. Now, is there people around to raid? Do I just disappear? Is my internet frozen? That might limit my raid possibility. No, there's not a lot live, is there? Although he's testing something. Okay, so never mind. Yeah, we won't do a raid today, guys. There's not really anyone live. So I'll catch you guys on Wednesday night. Should be a big one. We'll see how things go. Just, got to beat them and Wolves, really. Oh, they've got a new manager bounce. Oh, okay. But they are going awfully. We'll catch you on Wednesday night. Hopefully we don't bottle it. And until then, have a good one, guys. Bye.